and get all the consultants that worked. Now, when Rochas took over, from his record, it now nosedived to 400 million. 5 years after. Now, this is the problem of governance. Yeah, because who generates revenue? Whose duty is it to generate revenue to pay the people? Is it the duty of Ajero or the governor? Whose duty? Whose duty is it to manage the water corporation? Now, if you say 19 parastatals are not working under Rochas, this is vote of no confidence. Because you are accepting failure. That you can't. So what are you managing then?
It's not,
sorry, please.
Hold on. It's not vote of no confidence.
Let's him respond.
We are being hold on. Can I come in?
I will not interject.
Okay, sorry.
We had 19 parastatals.
Unperforming, but you kept them at
Imo newspaper, ITC, water corporation, and all sectors of the economy in the state has been covered. Now the governor can manage it. Now, can't we equally concession the Douglas House?
We can.
Mr. Ajero, but in the last 4 years, the governor has kept those parasites and has been paying salaries.
He said it is philanthropic.
Can I come in?
Sorry, he said it is philanthropic. Now, the same governor who climbed under the backbone of philanthropy, after the first 4 years, feels that he doesn't have any covenant with Imo people after this time.
No, Mr. Ajero, no, Mr. Ajero. The economic situation.
No. The economic situation. Sorry,
economic
my brother.
situation is different.
Calls for ingenuity. Sorry, it calls for ingenuity.
So let's get into
when
it.
you go, can I land? When you go to Abuja and collect 7 billion and pay salary, you are not being challenged to do anything. Now, the very moment there is no money for you to collect in Abuja, that is the time you will look inwards and work. And I'm telling you that no governor is doing this now. But that's what we are doing. The crisis, sorry, the crisis.
Did you hear that?
The crisis, sorry, it's not by killing everybody.
No, we're not killing.
The crisis is that Rochas is the chairman of the APC Governors Forum, and he's setting a bad example. He must be.
Imo is a federation, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen. Now, we are managing and papering over cracks with 7 billion naira statutory income. You can go and pay ghost workers, pay idle workers.
Why will you do that?
No, because that's the
Hold on
a minute. You have no interpretation.
When you have windfall, you have reserve.
You're interjecting now. I'm telling you why it is possible for you to celebrate previous administration, because their income level, total income was about 7 billion. So you can put to pay this 4.1 billion and still have 2 billion plus to do road, to do this, to do governance, to this. Now that I am my wage bill in this month, Imo State government will pay 4.1 billion, and my income is 2.3 million. The challenge between me and you and Labour is, how do we go about to keep him afloat? You have not answered the question. Now, one of the proposals we are making to Labour to make this thing work is, I told you we are the first people to pay congress and comments, and as now we are still paying. Across Southeast, we are the highest salary paying state. I want you to check the records. I have the statistics. I don't want to indict any state, but for instance, a level 12 magistrate in Imo State earns 536,000. His counterparts across Southeast earns less than 300,000. Check the records. So we can't be anti-Labour. You've heard in some circles that we are owing law officers. What is the problem? The problem, law officers in Imo State, by virtue of a previous edict, a level 9 entry law officer earns 346,000. When his fellow level 9 in the Unified Public Service earning 47,000. We are saying now, please, can you choose any state around? Let's pay that level and add something on top of you so that we can make sure we don't downsize or right size any worker. They said no. That's why you hear some judicial workers say they are owing them. It is this point. So we have come to the table and say this is the resource base. The only thing Labour told me is that instead of paying by check, I should pay physically this month. And we have authorized that this month we are going to pay by fiscal presence. But maximum we can save is maybe 150 million. Yet I still have a challenge of 1.6 billion to make up. So what managerial model do they want us to employ?
Let's bring Mr. Yao. Mr. Yao. Hello, Mr. Yao.
Can you hear me?
Mr. Yao, if you're there, the question he's asking is, what managerial model do you want them to employ? You've been in talks with them and all. So what advice would you give to the government now, seeing the challenges?
Yeah, I will start from 4 questions you asked before now. First of all, I will just throw some highlights and maybe I'll leave those ones for some other day. We can digress on
We
that.
really don't have time, so you have to be really, really brief if you're going to do that.
Okay. Now, start from the one of, is it true that the governor is employing his family members in his office? Yes, it is. The chief of staff is his in-law. That's fine, but we'll leave that for another matter. The issue of asking us that you have chief judge and you pay 500 and something, so and the other judge pay 300 and something. The police in the night pays out. That means you have the judiciary and the police under your control. Wherever anybody talks, you can wear them under the issue. You are telling us where you are telling your money to, but I can oppress the voices of other persons. It's quite unfortunate that you're giving us such information on such network and like Channel TV. It's very bad of that information. I repeat to you, I only want something to be clear and make it clear speak forward. If you say you didn't sack those workers, please let this message go to the government. If you say you didn't sack those workers, let them be where they are. If you have given that place to the private sector, just like what the chief of staff told me in person and asking, in person, one-on-one, that they were asked to step aside. I have never heard that kind of language before, private sector. If not, they should allow them to go, let the private sector sack them. I think the private sector should sack them. How many persons that you can sack all of them completely, find the ones that are very, very relevant, bring them back, the ones that are not relevant, you know you sack them. That means if you make some persons hungry, their children hungry, without that job opportunity to their family. What about how many million graduates on the street of Owerri? Riding keke? Is that how the performance of it? Imo youth must work. As that man, how about Imo youth must work? Imo youth was option to resistance. After 3 months, Imo youth must work died overnight. None of them are there. Imo civil guide is there working. The promise wants to give to the Imo person. Is it by giving them tax funds job? Is it by giving them transport vehicles on the road? Is it by giving them uniform? There are other jobs. They give them more rights job, more youth job. After you less than half many months, none of them are paid. The general hospital is building in 27 local government, like I said. It's not only doing cosmetic building in local capacity. The ones you do in another rural area, that's what I'm asking. Send this development, send this dividends of democracy to the rural angle. The rural angle is that the 27 local government said it's building general hospital. Asking which of them has been completed. The only one in the you know is almost 80% complete. No, and how many years of his existence? I will try back to the state.
I would like to respond to the general staff.
Then less than how many years? It's not the same allocation.
Mr. Yang, the audio is really not too good here. Mr. Yang, you need to calm down. But as we wind down, what is the way forward?
The way forward is to labor, to understand that there is no solidarity march from Owerri to Abuja that will make me use 2.6 billion to pay 4.1 billion. Therefore, common sense dictates that we must come to a table, understand the way forward, that this is the resource challenge. What do we do? So because the people are our people.
So you're still calling for negotiation?
Yes. Yes.
So while you're doing the negotiation, would you call back the suspended?
No, this was an investment of concession staff. We are talking of how do we preserve the civil servants. They call civil servants. Those people affected are people who were brought in by boss etc. The civil servants they have been gone back to their ministry. Let them report so that we can have incentives.
They were brought in by who?
There are various boards that have been running these parastatals agencies. So,
so the civil servants on secondment,
they come back to their ministry. Yes, let them read the circular for you. What we're asking for, let them go so that we can actually have a census of these people, these unknown quantities, so that we decide what do we do? Can the concession attend? If we can't take them, then what do we do? Because they are responsible of government if they were properly employed.
Okay.
There's a contractual responsibility in this matter.
Well, there is a big difference between governance and ad hocism. You know, where you want to.
I hope you're responding to what he says about those that may be deployed and the way forward.
Yes, and
we're winding down. There's no time.
We are winding down from his statement. There's statement because he said there's no amount of march from here to Abuja, you know, that will change this situation.
No, I said that will make me use 2.3 billion to pay
Mr. Ajero,
sorry,
his words.
Sorry.
No amount of march from here to Abuja will cost me to pay a bill of 4.1
and I'm saying
with 2.6.
And I'm saying that there is enough resources in Imo State for a progressive governor who understands how to generate revenue.
I have appointed a consultant on IGR.
Well, you have to do it not on a TV
I'm telling him people now. When I get that time, I'll give you a letter now.
To be able to generate revenue to pay that number of staff. And I'm saying this without prejudice. But from the way things are going, there's stalemate. Because my own group has given Imo State government 14 days. And 14 days 14 days. If he can't manage it, he steps aside for somebody else. That's this. We're looking for solution.
He steps aside.
You can't be looking for solution. You are
aside.
threatening us. You can't threaten a government.
No,
we are your employer.
No, I have.
We are your employer.
We
You
have.
can't threaten a government. We are your employer.
Fine. This is
we
why
are your employer.
This is why you pay judicial workers high.
You are your employer. You can't threaten us. You can't threaten
The
government.
illegalities
No,
there.
you must be obedient authority.
All right, gentlemen.
14 days.
Thank
we are
you,
coming
Mr.
to Igbo.
Ajero.
You are welcome. Stop threatening us. Stop threatening us.
Mr.
Labour
Ajero.
is fond of threatening us.
We
Stop
can't
threatening us.
continue
Come
in
to
this
the table.
illegality.
Come to the
Okay,
table.
all right.
You
Come
can't
to the table.
continue
Let's
this
go.
Mr.
illegality
Ajero,
by the government.
Mr. Eme,
Yes,
thank
please.
you, two of you, please. Let's maintain some level of decorum. Mr. Yang,
Please.
Mr. Yang, in 10 seconds, please. The way forward.
Okay. What I'm saying in essence is that the way forward is that we are not there to make issues or try to wash our dirty net in public. The TA to governor and media has washed our dirty net in public. We're not there to correct him. Please, let them raise it just like how they did it through media. They should go again and receive them back through media if they are sincere to themselves. Because we fought the syndrome of mantra of I come to your front and wash you behind you and clean you, dirty you. We don't want that. They should be restricted with immediate effect. Let the private sector come and employ who they want to employ, sack who they want to sack, and take them off adequately.
Okay.
Finish.
Thank you very much. We've been looking at the situation in Imo State, the issues between the Labour and government. We've had here in our studio, joined us via phone, Comrade Emeka Nyawu, PR of the Civil Liberties Organization in Imo State. Thank you for joining us. Joe Ajero is an NLC leader. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And Ikenna Eme, technical advisor to the Imo State government. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Sunrise will be back in a moment. Please don't go away.